This is Franchise Today, brought to you by FRN Solutions, providers of the best-in-class software solutions for franchise relationship management. Franchise Today is your destination for weekly information, conversations, and interviews with accomplished industry leaders, all of whom share best practices for sustainable growth and sensible franchising. Here now, your host, Stan Friedman, to kick off this week's podcast.
Today is Wednesday, March 9th. I'm Stan Friedman, and this is Franchise Today. Well, marking 62 years of excellence, education, and advocacy, last week, the IFA celebrated that it is once again open for opportunity during what might have been its largest convention ever, following 2 years of pivots and course corrections caused by the global pandemic. Last week's convention in San Diego featured speakers that included NBA legend and franchisor Shaquille O'Neal, Inspire Brands CEO Paul Brown, and Self-Esteem Brands Dave Mortensen, along with America's first black female combat pilot Vernice, FlyGirl, Armour, and author and workforce innovator Seth Mattison. There were hundreds of workshops, forums, roundtables, and networking opportunities with the exhibitors, and in addition, the IFA honored and recognized 5 individuals for their significant contributions to franchising during this mammoth event. These award recipients represent the best of the best in franchising, said IFA President and CEO Matt Haller. First up of the 5 honored was the IFA Hall of Fame Award, which went to Dina Dwyer Owens, former chairwoman and CEO of Neighborly. As the oldest and most prestigious award conferred by the IFA, the winner of this award must be a franchisor or franchisee who has contributed significantly to the advancement of franchising and to the benefit of IFA and the franchising community. Dina Dwyer Owens has long embodied living and leading with values, growing a team across top-notch service brands that propelled the Dwyer Group and franchising at large to a national and international level, taking the Dwyer Group, now known as Neighborly, to become the world's largest franchisor of service brands. Dina has been actively involved in the IFA and IFA Foundation, serving as chairwoman of the IFA, chair of VetFran, and was also the 2001 recipient of the Bonnie Levine Award and in 2011 the Crystal Compass. Next comes Dina Tripp, co-founder of Nothing Bundt Cakes, this year's Bonnie Levine Award winner. This award recognizes women who are role models for all, but especially for women, by their business and professional accomplishments within franchising and their contributions to society. Dina Tripp began franchising in 2007, taking the business from one location started in her home kitchen to more than 400 spanning 40 states and Canada. Nothing Bundt Cake franchises are estimated to be 90% female-owned. Dina has led by example in helping other women start their own bakeries and find something they can be passionate about, while she continues to serve as a mentor to many aspiring bakery owners. This year's Ronald E. Harrison Award goes to Wanda Williams, head of global franchising for Yum Brands. This award, which I personally hold near and dear to my heart as its 2010 recipient, recognizes organizations or individuals who have made significant contributions to minorities and diversity, equity, and inclusion in franchising, either within their franchise company or within the franchise community. Currently serving as head of global franchising at Yum, Wanda has always prioritized education and opportunities for all, working to ensure that Yum is as diverse at every level as the communities the company serves. This year's Entrepreneur of the Year award went to none other than Franworth's David Barr. This award recognizes those who have the vision to see what might be and are willing to take the risks that traditionally accompany any new endeavor and possess the management skills to create a successful business enterprise through franchising. David Barr is recognized for his past and present work growing multiple brands and advancing the business model of franchising. David Barr is recognized for his past and present work growing multiple brands and advancing the business model of franchising. Today, he's a board member to nearly a dozen franchise brands, a franchisee of 39 KFC and Taco Bell restaurants, 4 Capriati sandwich shops, and 3 spice and tea exchange locations. With his vast experience across nearly all categories of franchised businesses, David Barr generously lends his experience to guide, groom, and grow brands, as well as develop executives and benefit the industry at large in a truly remarkable and responsible way. And then finally, this year's William Rosenberg Foundation Leadership Award went to Gordon Logan, founder and chairman of Sport Clips. Named in honor of the man whose vision and leadership led to the creation of the IFA Foundation, this award is presented each year to an individual who has made an impact on franchise education, outreach, and helping to share the franchising story. There is nobody more deserving of this award and honor than Gordon Logan. He epitomizes the spirit of the William Rosenberg Foundation Leadership Award as a leader and role model for service to franchising, the IFA, and the Foundation as well. Gordon Logan has been a tireless advocate for veterans in franchising through his work with the VetFran program and his commitment to advancing veteran causes. He actually established Sport Clips to nurture a talent pipeline of veterans helping veterans realize the entrepreneurial and career opportunities franchising provides. What a great lineup of award winners for 2022. Congratulations, one and all. A quick break here, and when I return, we'll be joined by dozens of voices of IFA attendees right from the floor of this year's convention, sharing their thoughts about what franchising, the IFA, and its annual convention means to them.
Franchise Today will be right back, but first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey, franchisors of restaurants, bars, grills, and taverns, and multi-unit franchisees, listen up. This message is for you. Atmosphere TV wants to help you cut costs on overpriced cable TV for your business and either replace it completely or partially if sports programming is essential at your locations. What Atmosphere TV provides are 100% free programming options with more than 50 channels of highly engaging and entertaining programming that is audio optional and guaranteed to please your customers and even increase their average ticket per visit. So here's how it works. Atmosphere hooks you up with an Apple TV HD receiver loaded with more than 50 channels of fully licensed, no cost to you, fun and lifestyle programming. These channels include Chive and Red Bull TV, bloopers, superhuman feats, and an array of viewing options that don't require sound to be enjoyed. And this offer is not just limited to restaurants or bars. No, any business with a TV screen in its waiting room can benefit from Atmosphere's free programming offer as well. So what are you waiting for? Cut the cord on overpriced cable and get Atmosphere TV with its 100% free, engaging, and entertaining programming options. Keep your guests happy while they wait to see you instead of watching the clock and their wait times. Chiropractors, doctors, dentists, auto repair shops, anyone with TVs in your waiting rooms, jump onto this amazing offer today. And if you text the word franchise to 474747, Atmosphere will waive the $100 setup fee for the Apple TV HD receiver that they'll ship to you as well at no cost. Atmosphere TV, changing the way businesses view television. Find them online at atmosphere.tv, and remember, text franchise to 474747 for the no-charge Apple receiver. Cut the cord and get rid of cable today with Atmosphere TV. So today we hear from many of IFA's members, executives, and icons, who in their own voices will tell us what IFA and this convention mean to them. We'll hear from newbies like Cliff Kennedy attending for the first time, as well as veterans like Peter Holt and Doc Cohn, who have been here for dozens and dozens of years. There will be many voices, but one singular theme that will become evident to you as you listen. In this first tranche, we'll hear from the likes of franchise attorney Mike Drum, from the UK, Richard Davies, Brian Schnell, Joelle Delva, Megan Center, the infamous Doc Cohn, Jerry Henley, Barry Falcon, Charles Thurston, Richard Snow, Doug Groves, Don Kane, and Mike Isaacson. Join me.
This is Mike Drum from Drum Law Franchise Attorney coming to you from the IFA Annual Convention. This would be my 15th year coming to the annual convention, and my favorite thing about it is I get to hang out with 3,500 of my closest friends. It's the smallest, largest industry I've ever been a part of, and it really kind of feels like a family reunion every time I come here, meeting great suppliers, great franchisors, great clients, and just overall great people. And that experience is invaluable, and I look forward to it every year, and especially after coming off of the COVID pandemic and not having this last year, you really appreciate what you have and the importance of coming and meeting people and networking again and getting back to the good old days. And that's why I like the IFA Annual Convention and the IFA.
Hi, I'm Richard from Global Franchise. IFA convention is fantastic. You know, it's where you really network with your peers, you share ideas, you collaborate, and to be honest, it's the best event in the world. And if there's one event you can attend to, it's definitely got to be the convention to enhance your brand and also educate your staff and your franchisees. The IFA do a fantastic job, and they do that worldwide, supporting their members.
Hi everyone, this is Brian Schnell. I'm a franchise lawyer at the Faegre Drinker Law Firm in Minneapolis, and I'm just delighted to be part of this year's International Franchise Association's annual convention. IFA and this convention have meant everything to me, both professionally and personally. It has enabled me to be my best self with respect to making a difference to so many people and so many organizations, and I believe together we can accomplish everything. And so if you're not here this year, look forward to seeing you next year, and this year's event will be absolutely amazing. So enjoy.
Joelle Delva from Dream Vacations, based out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. What IFA means to me: IFA convention is a great opportunity to network with other franchise owners, meet suppliers, to learn about franchising, learn what others are doing. It's also a great opportunity to participate in different committees, such as the diversity committee. You get to influence others and help them learn more about franchising.
Megan Center. I'm with Quarles and Brady. I've been a member of the IFA for almost a decade now, and I would recommend anyone in the industry to get involved in any way that they could. It's the place where I met many of my franchise family and friends, been able to participate in the Women's Committee, which has opened up so many doors to opportunities to meet wonderful women who are empowering women and get connected both on a national and regional level, particularly when it comes to being in charge of the women's franchise networks. Highly recommend meeting people, getting out there, and so excited to be a part of this and be back.
Stan, good to be on your program with you. I'm Doc Cohen, former franchisee of Great American Cookies, Pretzel Maker, Coffee Beanery, TCBY, and Marble Slab. That's to name a few. Been in franchising since 1979. I'm a corporate refugee. IFA taught me what franchise is all about. I really didn't know. I had no idea what a franchise was, and I only knew what my franchisor told me. And I'm a franchisee, obviously. So, why would a franchisee get involved? Why? Because I wanted to understand the model better. I wanted to understand the franchisor's point of view. I wanted to see whether there was an opportunity to improve relationships, which back then were not usually very good in a lot of systems, not all systems. And by coming to IFA, in the early days, I learned those things, which helped me help my franchisor in the long run. So, look, I've been chairman of the IFA as a franchisee. I've been in the Franchise Hall of Fame, and I still come. I still come because things change. Franchising changes, and I want to keep up. I'm 81 years old, and I'm just getting ready to start a new business, a franchise business. If you're in franchising or want to be in franchising, you need to come here, because this is where it happens. This is where you get to see franchising in action. You get to meet the people who are involved, who are making franchising work. You can come here and see some of the educational sessions that are unbelievable and run by people who are experienced. You may even find things that you should avoid, and that's more important sometimes than things you need to do.
Hi, this is Jerry Henley, president of Launch to Growth. We're a franchise consulting company. Our main tagline is scale to get better before you scale to get bigger. So we help emerging brands do things right, get their processes down. We like to focus on people, processes, and culture to be able to have a scalable, profitable franchise system. I love IFA. People should come to IFA just for the friendships, for the relationships, the education. It's just a big, big family that is like none other in any industry that I've ever seen.
Hi, I'm Barry Falcon. I'm with the iFranchise Group, and I'm visiting the IFA convention here in beautiful San Diego. I've only missed one of these in the last 15 or 18 years, and that's the one they didn't have. It was virtual. But anyone in the franchise space should be here to learn and network from people, mentors, peers. Everybody is sharing all the time. This is the place to be.
Hi, I'm Charles Thurston, the COO of Wisdom Senior Care, based out of Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. What does the IFA mean to me? IFA is family, trust, enrichment. We have so much fun, but it's the value. The value that you get as a franchisor, franchisee, and a supplier. You cannot go wrong being with the IFA. The IFA gives you so many intangibles that are positive, and you don't have to worry about the negative. So dive in, do it, because it's a lot of fun.
My name is Richard Snow. I'm the Vice President for the SBA National Franchise Program for Wisfis Bank. We support franchisees, ZORs with the development of their brands and financing through the 7A program. We're in PA, Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, and DC. Also, why I'm here at the International Franchise Association 2022 conference. I am the chair for the Black Franchise Leadership Council. I also serve on the Diversity Institute board. The reason why I am here is important to spread the word and the good deeds of franchising and how it can change the generational wealth cycle of minority entrepreneurs. I think it's important to be able to show this path of business ownership and continue to break down all of the challenges, whether it be access to capital, education, community partnership. So I'm glad to be here with Stan and really talk about how we can bring more people into the fold of business ownership. So again, my name is Richard Snow. I'm an advocate, a social entrepreneur, and I'm here to support any way that I can.
My name's Doug Groves. I own a company called Easy Cert Management, which is a insurance tracking software program that we help franchisors track their franchisees' insurance coverage year in and year out. I've been coming to IFA for about 9 years now. This is a great group of people. The franchise business model is fantastic. We're actually starting to franchise our business, which is an insurance-related business, but I love the business model. Yeah, watching the people and seeing the people. I've missed it for the last 2 years when we were dealing with COVID and everybody was on Zoom. I don't do Zoom well. I do personal interaction, visiting better, and that's how people get to know us and know what we are and what we do. We're glad to be here.
Hi, I'm Dawn Kane. I'm CEO and co-founder of Hot Dish Advertising out of Minneapolis. And I've been a member of the IFA for 20 years. And I can tell you that it has been life-changing for us as an organization, not only in helping us grow our business, but the ability that it provides us to help support our clients in growing their systems. It's very rewarding because you put people into entrepreneurship, you change their lives. The networking that this organization provides from the franchisors, franchisees, and other suppliers is unlike any other industry I've been involved in. I highly encourage anybody that's interested in being in business and franchising their company to get involved in IFA, to contribute to FranPac. FranPac is incredibly important in preserving the integrity of franchising and business as a whole, and FranPac is vitally important in protecting the brand of franchising.
I'm Mike Isaacson. I am a past chairman of IFA and currently serve on franchise boards, Links Franchising. I'm involved in several other groups and have been in franchising all of my life. What IFA really means to me, really, Stan, what it is it's a gathering of friends, trusted friends that I know that I can reach out and get to say hi again with folks, men and women that regardless if they're competitors or not, they're people that you can trust, that you can gain wisdom from. And that's what surprised me in my now almost more than 30 years of involvement in IFA, is it's the long-term relationships. And really, Stan, when I boil it all down, it's all about relationships in life. Who do you know? Who do you love? Who do you respect? Who can you go to for wisdom? And also that there's men and women that will call you to task and say, hey, here's how you can be better, because they care about you. So that's what IFA really means to me. The first one I went to, I didn't think I wanted to go. But man, I got involved and people reached out and I asked questions. And if somebody says they don't want to come, they need to come and ask questions and gain wisdom and insight from people that have walked that road before. And there's no reason that someone shouldn't be with this family. The International Fellowship Association.
It's time for a quick break, but we'll be right back. And still to come, Nick Neonakis, Tom Wood, Mark Siebert, Tim Williams, Joe Bordeaux, Ed Semaine, Peter Holt, Cliff Kennedy, Edith Wiseman, Tony Padullo, Carolyn Thurston, Scott Greenberg, Jerry Fernandez, and Tarji Carter. We'll be right back and continue hearing from the many voices of franchising and IFA. Don't go away.
Franchise Today will be right back, but first, a word from our sponsors.
We are all familiar with Vistage, YPO, and EO. Well, now comes Zor Forum, a somewhat similar type of executive group, but this one comes with a twist. Zor Forum groups are exclusively for franchisors. Imagine a peer group for sharing and networking on a platform built exclusively for franchise executives. Zor Forum members are afforded unparalleled access to best practices and some of the brightest minds within the franchising world through regular meetings and a dedicated communications platform. In this post-COVID world, a franchise-specific mastermind or peer group is an endeavor worth making time for. Zor Forum groups of 6 to 10 will bring leaders together that are in similar situations, but with exclusivity in terms of their competitive sets, so that each can openly help others benefit from their respective knowledge, perspective, and experience with no fear of competitive loss. Network, learn, strategize, and remain motivated along your journey. Join a peer group, not just any peer group. Join the only one designed for emerging franchisors. Join Zor Forum. Learn more at zorforum.com. That's www.zorforum.com. And from the floor of the Convention Center in sunny San Diego, California, and the International Franchise Association's 62nd Annual Convention, this special edition of Franchise Today continues, featuring the many voices of franchising and the IFA.
Hey, it's Nick Neonakis, CEO of the Franchise Consulting Company here at the IFA with my great friend Stan Friedman. And what does IFA mean to me? You know, it is the greatest gathering of entrepreneurs on the planet. These are people who change lives. And the thing that's great about franchising is that people really look out for each other and help each other grow. Because what we do is we help people achieve the American dream of independence. And we do that through business ownership. And there is nothing more noble that somebody can do than help someone become independent. And that is what every IFA member does every single day. So I'm here to learn, to grow, to reconnect. After being out for 2 years with the pandemic, it's great to see all of our friends and acquaintances. And I'll tell you, the happiness that everybody feels, that's love. That is love for each other. And that's what's happening here in San Diego. So if you didn't come to this year's, we'll see you at the next one.
My name's Tom Wood. I am the president and CEO at Floor Coverings International, and got to say, I really look forward each year to this opportunity to come to the IFA. It's the best, hands down, opportunity to connect with peers, connect with people that are doing similar roles to all of us, to share better practices, and to walk away with at least 1 to 3 different things that are going to help you get better in the upcoming year. Well, I'm not sure how someone would have time to not do this, because not coming means that you're throwing away opportunities to learn the best things that our peers are doing, find out what's cutting edge, find out what's moving other people ahead, and to be able to work on the different hurdles and barriers that they may have.
Hi, my name is Mark Siebert, and I am CEO of a company called the iFranchise Group. We are a company that specializes in helping both new and established franchisors do a better job of franchising, and we routinely will recommend that our clients join IFA. We're actually one of the companies that is usually up on stage for having gotten the most referrals into IFA, and the reason we do that is because we find that IFA provides a great opportunity for education for our clients. It provides a great opportunity for them to meet numerous different vendors in the industry that provide all sorts of different services focused on the franchise community. It provides a great opportunity for them to do networking, and it provides a number of other benefits to the franchise community as a whole from the standpoint of some of the lobbying work that they do. So we're big advocates of the IFA. We recommend all of our clients join it, and I would say that a vast majority of the ones that do join it come back to us and talk about how much value they get out of it.
My name is Tim Williams. I'm the Director of Franchise Development and Operation for Williams Chicken. It's a pleasure to be on this podcast with my good friend Stan Friedman. Stan and I go back a long way, and we had the pleasure of graduating and getting our CFE at the same time in 2005. So that's how far Stan and I go back. But what I really want to talk about is franchising and what the IFA in the CFE really have done for me as a professional in the franchise industry. It's opened a lot of doors and opportunity, but the education part of it is unbelievable because there are a lot of things about franchises that you have to do to stay in compliance with the government about franchise law. And going through the CFE program gave me a whole bunch of knowledge of do's and don'ts in this industry. And the connections and the network is unbelievable. The IFA, and it's like a open phone directory. There is somebody there can give you the answer if you ask the questions. From finance, from real estate, to what is a FDD, how do I do this or I do that. And it's a big brotherhood and sisterhood of professionals that really believe in what we're doing. The franchise system is a big part of American financial base. Small business program, the SBA is very involved in us. The federal government is just a great opportunity to learn and grow. And I want to thank Stan and FRM and of course IFA for giving me an opportunity to be a part of it. And I also like to thank the IFA for making me a board member along with some of the great board members that we have to keep this great organization going. Thank you.
I'm Joe Bordeaux. I used to be the president of Valpak, and for the last 10 years after retiring, I've continued to be active in the franchising industry, working on numerous boards of advisors and acting as a consultant advisor to franchisors and some private equity firms as well. And I continue to come to IFA, including this year, flying across the country because I've been fortunate to teach a certified franchise executive class for the last 12 to 14 years, and a number of the brands I work with are here, and I'm trying to help them network and meet suppliers, meet brands meet good suppliers. Plus, a fair number of my longest good friends are here, and after 2 years, I wanted to see them again. But IFA is fabulous. It is absolute necessity if you're going to be serious as a franchisor, franchisee, or a supplier.
Hi, I'm Ed Semaine, the CEO of FranSave Franchise Brokerage. I come to IFA because it's a great networking opportunity to meet the thought leaders in the industry, a great opportunity to continue supporting our industry, and also to keep learning what the best practices are out there. So if you're interested in being in the best community that there is in franchising, I encourage you to join IFA.
Hey, I'm Peter Holt, CEO of The Joint Chiropractic. We're a franchisor based in Arizona. We're publicly traded and have over 700 clinics operating in 37 states. I'm here at the IFA convention. Actually, I have been at this IFA convention now. This is my 35th consecutive convention. So I've been at this for a while. And if I'm going to tell you, if you do anything 35 times in a row, it's because there's some reason you want to be there. And I think that this is one of the most powerful venues that bring franchisors together. I talk a lot about franchising. And one of the ways I talk about franchising is the business of selling mistakes. And so I can sit here and go to different workshops, talk to other franchisors, learn from their experiences, learn from what they're doing right and wrong, and then apply it to my own business. I don't have to make that mistake. I'll still make my mistakes, but I'll make fewer of them, and it helps me move forward. And that's why I'm here.
Cliff Kennedy, Frios Gourmet Pop CEO. This is my first time out at IFA, so it's been a tremendous opportunity to meet other franchisors that I've seen on LinkedIn, but being here face-to-face, talking with them, sharing some experiences, learning from them, some new ideas, seeing some of the vendors out there that I haven't seen before. The other advantage is that we brought several of our franchisees out here, and the experience that they have and the excitement that they're going to be bringing back to our other franchisees that missed out on this opportunity to learn in some of these sessions has been an amazing opportunity. So for me, I will never miss this. I'm actually engaged more now as I've invested more in IFA personally through FranPack and everything else that this association does for franchising. So it's a unique opportunity to come out here, meet like-minded people that we're all trying to grow a great company and a great industry together.
Hello, my name is Edith Wiseman with FranData. I'm president, and we're a market research company that helps franchisors and suppliers grow in franchising. This convention is really my way of getting energized for the year. It's incredible. Whenever I leave this convention, I just have so many ideas to bring back to FranData to help our franchisors and supplier clients grow. But also, it's just incredible to walk halls and see people that I've known and haven't seen in maybe a year, 2 years, and I learn about what's going on in their business, and then I can take that, and it's an idea infusion 5 days of just constant infusion of ideas. For me, this is a must-attend event every single year. So there are a ton of conferences that are available, and I go to a lot of conferences. I go to franchise lending conferences, but if I were to pick just one, this would be it. And so you have to make the time.
Hi, I'm Tony Padullo. I'm Chief Development Officer for School of Rock. I have been with School of Rock just under 5 years now, but in franchise development for over 42 years. And I've been attending the IFA, I would say at least 35, 36 years, coming religiously almost every year, rarely missed a year. And I really believe this is an important conference because it gives franchisors an opportunity to share best practices. We learn from each other, gives us an opportunity to see friends, meet new friends, network. You know, one could argue that after all these years, sometimes I'm asked, well, you have nothing more to learn. You've been doing this for 40 years. But the way I look at it is the few times that I don't learn anything, which is really, really rare, it's a validation. Because if I don't learn anything new, it says we're on the right track, right? So we're doing it. So I look at it from both perspectives. Every year, my one expectation is I'm either going to bring home a few more nuggets or it's going to validate what I'm doing right.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Thurston. I am the CEO and founder of Wisdom Senior Care, and I'm so excited about the International Franchise Association and being here at our annual event here in San Diego. We are just so excited to see how when I got started in 2017, just seeing the changes that have occurred, the diverse amount of people that are here, different ages, different backgrounds, cultures. It's just so exciting. And the education that we are receiving, I mean, this is just the best place to be. There's any questions that you have, whether you're just new getting started, you've been in for 5 years like I have, or you've been in even longer, this is a great place for you to get that one-on-one time with a mentor. And, you know, when I first came to the IFA, I was impressed how willing people are to share. And even if you're in the same type of industry, the heart is still there to share. And I've been franchising now since 2017, and I've had the opportunity to grow. I have the privilege of being on the IFA board where I'm able to give back. I'm able to provide some mentorship. I don't know, it's just exciting. And just come and just be a part.
Hi, this is Scott Greenberg from the Wealthy Franchisee. I speak for and write about the franchise industry and was a franchisee myself for many years and have been in the industry for a long time, but this is my first time actually attending IFA, and I've spent the entire time slapping my forehead thinking, what have I been doing all this time? I should have been coming for a very, very long time. Everyone who's in franchising is here, incredibly supportive, great friends, and anybody who's doing anything in the franchise world knows this is the place to be. And now I know, and I'll be coming for many years in the future. So thanks to all of you who have reached out and have helped me in my career, and I certainly hope I can return the favor. It's been great.
Hi, I'm Jerry Fernandez, President and founder of MFHA, the Multicultural Food Service and Hospitality Alliance. And for 25 years, we have been making the case for why diversity and inclusion is good for business. It's good for the bottom line. Diversity is about a lot of things, but diversity is about green. And we have worked with restaurants, hotels, food manufacturers, distribution, to make the case and show the way on how to increase your diversity from a workforce, customer, community, and the supply chain. I've been coming to IFA since I first got introduced to diversity and inclusion, and I was thrilled back then when they were one of the few organizations that were hosting and putting on diversity and inclusion kinds of conversations. We had some really innovative panels. And after all these years, we've been able to launch a Black franchising initiative, and I'm happy to be right back here at IFA. IFA is doing some great work with their Diversity Institute and their Black Franchise Council to ensure that people see the value, the business case, how you can make money by targeting Black, Hispanic, and other underrepresented groups as a place to grow your franchise. So I'm excited about being here, and I look forward to the partnership that we've got growing and developing with IFA. And I love me some Stan Friedman in this podcast. Nobody does it better than Stan.
Hi, this is Tarji Carter, president and founder of Guest First Services, a franchise consulting boutique right outside of Atlanta, Georgia. And I am honored and privileged to work alongside Jerry Fernandez as we grow the Pathways to Black Franchise Ownership initiative. I am just really happy to be in a position where my purpose and my passion have collided, and I'm able to work with organizations who are really and truly dedicated to diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. And I'm really excited about the work that we're doing together on behalf of MFHA and the Pathways to Black Franchise Ownership Initiative.
Well, there you have it. It's been a real pleasure producing this episode of Franchise Today, presenting your voices and reflections on what IFA and this convention mean to you. You are more than just my listeners. You are my peers, and your voices and sentiments reflect my own. And true to form, as was the case the last time I presented many voices of franchising during my tribute to the late great Jerry Darnell, a single theme broke out and resonated today, as was the case then. The message was different than it was in my tribute to Jerry, but every bit is consistent. Listen back to his tribute if you didn't catch it then. I guarantee you'll pick up on it if you do. As for this IFA convention and FRM's participation in it, I've got some people to thank. Back home, there's Michael Stewart, who helped coordinate everything with Michael E. Gerber and his team, particularly Luz Delia Gerber. With me in San Diego, none of this happens without my partner Eric Stoll and the incredibly talented, exceptional, one-of-a-kind Cassidy Ford, who continues tossing more and more balls in the air for us to catch, and then dares us not to catch them all. At this year's convention, without a doubt, Shaquille O'Neal takes the cake in terms of stature and fame. But that notwithstanding, I would suggest that my new best friend forever and FRM Solutions booth guest, E-Myth author Michael E. Gerber, gave Shaq a run for the money. Come on, Gerber still is to small business what Shaq once was to the NBA. He's a rock star. Don't just take my word for it either. Inc. magazine and the Wall Street Journal both say so too. Plus, what about the 8 million who have purchased his books and dozens of millions more that have read them? There's something magical about Gerber. I've thought so for dozens of years. In fact, since I first laid eyes on the E-Myth in 1988. But now that I've interviewed him, gotten to meet and know him, and observe his interactions with so many of you who came to our booth to meet and have a moment with him, I'm convinced that I'm not alone in this sentiment. So, as my last words of the many heard from today, it's my wish to further extend my newfound friendship with Michael E. Gerber to you, and in some pretty amazing ways. What I invite is for you to email, text, or phone me to learn more about what it is I'm talking about and how I believe your lives, your businesses, and those of your franchisees and your teams can be absolutely transformed is what I want to speak with you about. All of my contact information is readily available on LinkedIn, so please reach out and let me hear from you. I certainly hope so. Until then, I'm Stan Friedman wishing you the best, the very best of all things franchising, and this very special edition of Franchise Today is out.
Franchise Today is a production of FRM Solutions, providing best-in-class CRM tools to empower relationships with prospective and existing franchisees. No excuses, just solutions. Find them online at frmsolutions.com. Join Stan every Wednesday at noon Eastern for another live episode of Franchise Today. Or, as always, download episodes on demand at blogtalkradio.com or iTunes.
How your lives, how your businesses, and those of your franchisees and your teams can be absolutely transformed is what I want to speak with you about. All of my contact information is readily available on LinkedIn, so please reach out and let me hear from you.
When it's PCS time, you know the drill. Pack, research the new base, get the kids in school, because family supports family. At American Public University, we support military families with flexible, affordable online education that moves with you. As a military spouse, your tuition rate is the same as your partner's, just $250 per credit hour. American Public University, education that moves with you. Learn more at apu.apus.edu/military.